This is a continuation part for the permissions lesson. So in the earlier lesson, we could able to create a new role, the new role here. So let's see how to add this role to a user. So usually in the application part, you can right click. You can right click here. You can see, you can scroll to the roles. You can have a number of roles. What all the roles we have created or are existing in the roles tab would be appearing here. You can just check the box to give those roles to the particular user. So this is from the application level. So let's do the same with the coding. So here I'm using one more command just to assign. So else if I'm writing one more command arg of 2. So I'm taking the argument, the second argument as assign, just to assign the role to the user, to the respective user. So what to do? So first I need to check whether the role is present or not. For that, let role message dot member dot guild. So I'm referring to the guild server and I'm checking the roles object and catchy. Catchy means what all the roles you have created, you'll be getting that. And now you're finding, you are trying to find the role. Role is each and every item. So in the roles object, you'll be getting each and every item. Roles role dot name. So if the role dot name is double equal to new role. So here we are checking whether the new role is existing or not in the roles array. If the roles array, the is existing, so this role is existing, then only we are trying to assign that role to the user, respective user. So you can give any of the user. So I'm giving the user of the current user. So he is trying to type. So I will give that role to that user. Message.guild. So it means I'm taking the server and members. So I'm taking all the members object from that server dot catch means I will get all the members list here. Get particular author ID. So whoever pinged the message. So I'm taking message dot author ID. So whom I ping, I will be getting that author ID here dot roles. So I will be getting his roles, what all the roles he will be having. And I'm adding one more role, that is role here. So this is how you need to add a role to the member. So here, this is how you are going to check whether the role is there or not. Firstly, you have taken the grilled, the server, and in that server, what all the roles are present, and cache. I'm getting all the roles. Find it means I'm finding whether the new role is available or not. If it is not available, here it would be undefined would be written, and this if block won't execute. So later on, if the role is available, then I'm trying to assign this role to that user. Which user? The user who is typed this command. I'm assigning that role to this user. For that, I have taken the server and all the members in that server, and I'm picking the ID of the current user, and I'm taking the roles of that user, and I'm trying to add the specific role to that user. Here, let's check that. So before that, let me show you. The role of this new role is not checked. So once we execute this command through this code, we could able to assign the role to that user. So let's check that. So here I need to give permissions and assign. So this is the second argument I'm giving. So as I have given permissions assign, so it was executed. So let's check. Have right click and go to roles. See, it was checked. So in this way, you need to give assign the roles to the respective users. So let's check one more thing here. How to check the roles for the users, specific users. So let's see that. For that, I'm writing one more if statement, else if. So here I'm giving that as a, here I want to show you one thing like before doing any of the action, you need to check whether the user has that particular permission or not. So if you want to kick a user, so you need to have that option. So you need to have that permission. So just I'm trying to show you how to check whether the user has a permissions or not. For that, I'm just using the check permission. This is the argument we'll try to send. So here you need to use one more if statement, and you're trying to ask message dot member. So that particular member, does this member has the permission, the respective permission? You can list the permission name here, the flag of the permission. So here you will be having the list of the permissions. Let me show you in the tab in the developer portal. If you go to the topics and permissions, so these are the list of permission tags. These are the flags you can use whether the user has this permission or not. You can verify whether the user has this permission or not. So like that, I'm trying to verify whether the user has the permission or not to send the messages. So let me check this. So this is how you need to check whether the user has the permissions to do the specific action or not. So I'm using again message dot channel dot send. So here you can say the user has this permission. So the respective permission. So checking a permission whether the user has a specific role, specific permission or not is a good idea. Anytime this is a good idea before doing any of the operation. If you check whether the user has this permission or not, that's a good idea to do. Yep. So let's see this. So I have taken this message as message. So I think I need to close the if loop block once again. Yep. So that's the reason I think it was crashed. No, 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 no. This if block should be here. Yeah. So this if block, let's check that once. So I need to check whether the user has the send messages permissions or not. For that, I'm using the permissions command with check perms as a argument. So the user has this permission. So the bot replied that the user has the send messages permission. So in this way, you can check whether the user has a permissions or not. So these are all the required or permission flags you can have to a user or to a role. So almost we have seen all the basic commands of Discord bot. The main thing is while you're developing this Discord bot, you need to have the discord.js library in one tab so that you can verify all the packages. You can do a verification like message. It will give a list of message classes. So the theme was updated recently. So if you go to the messages class, you will be having a number of properties and methods here. So you can try yourself what all the things needed for your project. You can try those things. So this is for the permissions.